Good morning, faculty, staff, and students, and everybody who is joining us. Today is Thursday, February 11th. And again, we're excited to have all of you here with us today. At this time, we ask everyone, if you would, please join us for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Let us pause at this time for a moment of silent reflection. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, today is Thursday and we are approaching the end of the week. However, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that we stay focused on the task at hand and make sure that we complete all of our assignments, making sure that we report to class on time. So that way we can make sure that we are preparing you for a successful future. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for our seniors, we have some very important announcements. Again, we have our big Kennesaw State event which will be held Friday. Yes, our Kennesaw State University event will be held Friday. Students, you should have registered with the link that was sent to you via text or sent to you through It's Learning. So please make sure you check both of those platforms in order to register for this event. Also, this evening, we will have our senior class meeting that will be on our YouTube page. So please go to our YouTube page in order to access our senior class meeting. Again, there we'll have an opportunity to share a lot of information with you, particularly some great information coming from Ms. Nobles, your senior counselor. So please, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you tune in tomorrow, or excuse me, today, 4 p.m. YouTube. That is where you'll be able to get that information for the senior meeting. And then tomorrow is our information session with Kennesaw State University. I want to say a big shout out and congratulations to our Lady Wolverines basketball team who defeated Bacon County on last evening. Congratulations, ladies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will have games Friday and Saturday of this week. So we'll have two games this week, and those games will be broadcasted live on our YouTube page. So please make sure you follow us on YouTube, subscribe to that page so that way you'll be notified every time we go live. Well, ladies and gentlemen, did you know that today was National Women in Science Day? Yes, today is National Women in Science Day. So, big shout out to all of our female students who are doing a tremendous job in all of our sciences, particularly to our all female science team who's doing a tremendous job in preparing and getting our students ready for the next level. So, thank you so much to our science teachers and to all of our students who are rocking it in their science classes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our word of the day. Yes, our word of the day is apex. Apex is our word of the day, meaning the highest point or the most successful part of something. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you are just climbing up to the top and you have not reached your apex because we have so many things that we want to share and give to you to make you an even better person and a greater member of our community. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our morning announcements. As always, I love you, and let's have a great day. All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully, everybody is in. As a reminder, please make sure you get your questions ready because we know that you guys have tons of questions for us this evening, and we're so lucky to have uh, Miss Nobles in with us. You guys know Miss Nobles. You love her. I love her too. Thank you, Miss Nobles, for being here with us this evening. We're going to talk about a couple of things. Obviously, we're going to talk about the information that we sent out in regards to senior dues. We're going to discuss that. We're going to share with you guys some upcoming events and activities that we have for you as our senior class. And then finally, as I mentioned, we're going to take any comments or questions that you may have. So please make sure that you put your questions in the comments and we'll come back and grab any of those questions that you have. Now, a couple of things that I do want to just kind of talk with you guys briefly about today. I did send information out about our senior dues. So here, you do have that information here. We do have our early bird price of $50. And that package will include your graduation diploma, your diploma cases or your diploma cover, and then any costs associated with our graduation ceremony. And we're also going to be giving you four masks. We're going to give you four masks for you, or you can share with your family, however you want to do that. But we're going to be sharing those with you. So that is in our Wolverine package number one. Now, Wolverine package number two, you'll get the graduation diploma, the diploma cases. You'll also get a yearbook, copy of the yearbook, T-shirt. Again, any costs associated with the graduation ceremony, four masks, and then any other related expenses that we'll have. So again, we have two packages there. As you can see, we have our deadlines set up for April 1st. So we're asking that you make that payment by April 1st. So that way we can go ahead and take care of all of those expenses. We are setting up our school cash account so you can pay for those things online. So again, we're going to be setting that information up. Please make sure you check our website in order to get that information, so that way you guys can go ahead and pay for that. As a note, we are planning on having an in-person graduation. So we are planning on having an in-person graduation. So please make sure that you take care of everything so that way you can participate in our in-person graduation ceremonies. One thing that you will notice is not included in the package is the cap and gown. Cap and gowns need to be ordered separately. Those need to be ordered from Herff Jones. Again, you can go to hjorder.com in order to pick that up, and I'll pop that up on the screen as we go through, so that way you guys can see that. But again, hjorder.com, and that is where you can get your cap and gowns. You can order those from directly from Herff Jones. All right, so I am going to turn it over to Miss Nobles, who has some great information that she is going to share with you this evening. Again, information that you guys will need in order to help you out. Again, please make sure, if you have not, please make sure that you place your comments, your questions inside the comments, so that way we will have those and be able to address any questions that you may have. For example, we can get Oz, who came in and just wanted to say hi. So, hey Oz, how are you doing? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you got any questions, please make sure you pop those in on the comments, so that we can go ahead and address and take any questions that you may have. Now, the good thing about YouTube is that even if people have missed this, it will still be posted onto our YouTube page, so you can still go back and check it. Even if you miss something, you can still come back and get any of that information. All right. So with that being said, Miss Nobles, I will turn it over to you.
All right, guys. As you can see, welcome class of 2021. I know y'all are so excited to see another PowerPoint. We're going to go ahead and get started with it. I am very straightforward. It's not a lot of bells and whistles on here. I just want you to get the information that you need, and the information that's going to help you as you move along towards graduation. So on that first slide, you are going to see high school class information. And one thing I wanted to emphasize for you guys is you are expected to have and required to have 4 blocks. I have gotten some emails and some phone calls asking, do my students need all of these classes? And yes, you do. So please be aware that you do have to have every class that's on your schedule. All of your grades are factored into your cumulative high school GPA. So if you decide this semester that I'm not really feeling these classes, that would be detrimental to you, because it will be factored and calculated into your final high school GPA. And when I receive those requests for transcripts, that is the transcript that I am sending, your high school transcript with all of your classes. So do keep in mind, we are expecting you guys to continue to work and work hard so that you can maintain your grades. So that was one thing that I really wanted to put emphasis on, because a lot of you guys are really, really ahead in terms of, do you have courses that you still have remaining for graduation? A lot of you may not have courses this semester that you need for graduation, but they are courses that do help and contribute to your overall GPA. So please, guys, continue to work hard in those classes. Everything that you are doing right now is a reflection of what you're going to do in the future. So just continue to work hard, and we know that y'all will put forth the effort, but I did want to address that. I did want to make a distinction. So your high school Hope GPA is not the same as your high school GPA. And then the major difference is what the Hope GPA looks at. It looks at your core subjects, such as English, math, science, and social studies, and your higher level foreign language. So for instance, your Spanish 1 and French 1 is not going to calculate that, but it will calculate the higher level foreign language like Spanish 2, French 2, AP, and those courses. And of course, attendance is required for virtual classes. I am part of the attendance team, and it is, I'm going to say this facetious, it's the joy, but guys, you got to go to class. I know a lot of you are seniors. I mean, all of you are seniors and you're working, but you are still high school students. And so you all need to be in your classes every day, unless your teacher specifies that's a day that you don't have to attend. So attendance is required for these virtual classes. So I do want y'all to, if you're having issues, or if you have a schedule and your bosses have scheduled you during your time that you are supposed to be in school, that's a conversation you need to be having with them, because it is very important. I don't know if you have noticed, but we have noticed, if you're missing days, then it is reflecting in your grade, in your overall grade. So do have those hard conversations. I know money is very appealing, but in the future, when you guys get past, graduate from high school and move on, you get this little bit of money is not gonna it's not gonna be anything compared to what you're gonna be making in the future. But we got to get you there, and we got to get you in class in order to pass these courses. All right, that was it, Ms. McGuire. All right, information and guidance available on Georgia Futures. I don't know if you have all taken time to kind of go through Georgia Futures and see all of the valuable information that is on there. It has so much information. I can only put, a couple of links. I know you like links, so I did add a couple. But definitely go onto Georgia Futures, and then click around and on some of the tabs, because it gives you information regarding applying to colleges, applying for scholarships, checking your Hope GPA. That's something that everybody should be doing right now as you're applying to college. It gives you information and links about how to get in touch with your FAFSA representative, and then just a plethora of information. So please take time to go through Georgia Futures and see what information would be beneficial to you as you're moving forward towards graduation, applying to colleges and for scholarships and things of that nature. So I did go ahead, if you do not have a Georgia Futures account, I did go ahead and put the information in there about how to create an account. So you're just going to click on create an account. And then there's some information that you would have to include. But one thing that I want to point out, when you are putting your information in to create the account, please make sure that your social security number and your date of birth are correct. If it is not correct, we have no way to link your transcript, and so it will not give you a Hope GPA calculation. So it's very important that you are making sure that that information is correct when you are creating your account. So I did provide those links. It gives you a walkthrough of how to create the account. And then there is a link also in here about different webinars for FAFSA and things like that.
And guys, we're going to take this and it's going to be posted on our website so you can access those links directly. So you'll see that tomorrow morning where this PowerPoint will be available for you to view, so you can utilize those links.
Also, here we are on graduation information. Now, Mr. McGuire did cover that. He's my Robin today. So he has already helped me out a lot on some of these issues or some of these bulletins. So for the first bulletin, if the conditions permit, I know he kind of talked about this before. The district has stated that we will try to have an in-person graduation in May. I do get a lot of emails about that. And of course, we don't have any specific dates or location at this time. So again, when we get that information, Mr. McGuire will push that out to you. So that you are, can go ahead and start preparing, who you're going to ask to attend and that kind of thing. Mr. McGuire went over senior dues, senior pictures in your yearbook. Mr. Reed did send the information out in regards to making sure you send in your senior picture and some other information. I can't remember exactly. I think baby photos and a senior quote. So hopefully you all have that in. Of course, deadlines are coming up. So make sure that if you are not aware of the deadline, that you get in touch with Mr. Reed. Hopefully you have all gotten that information sent in to him by now, because I know it's crunch time at this point. And then Mr. McGuire also went over senior cap and gown.
So guys, just a quick note about that. If you would, please make sure that you check, our YouTube page. I know many of our students are on Instagram, and for our parents that are joining us, check on Facebook. We do a quick 3 to 5 minute update about things that are happening and things that are taking place every morning around 7 a.m. You can expect that video to come up. So please check that. Those are our morning announcements, and that's an opportunity for us to provide some quick information to you so you'll know what's going on. So please make sure that you check that every day, so that way you can be updated with the latest pieces of information, to include graduation date, when cap and gowns need to be ordered, all of those type things.
All right, transcript request. As we are getting into the spring, or we're already into the spring, and a lot of you are applying to colleges and starting to apply for scholarships. I did want to go ahead and put the information in again about how to request a transcript. If it is a college in Georgia, you want to just go to georgiafutures.org, and on there you will see, I normally tell students just to go to the bottom of the page. Under resources, you're going to see high school transcripts, and you can just fill in the information from there. But they also I did provide a link where they show you how to go in and request your transcript on Georgia Futures. So I did want to give y'all that information again. I know a lot of you have already submitted, transcript requests through there, but just as a reminder, as we're going forward in the semester, to go, and if it's a school in Georgia, to request your transcript through Georgia Futures. Now, if you're requesting an out-of-state transcript for a college, or for or a transcript for a scholarship, then you're gonna contact Ms. Moore. And I did put the school's phone number, and then I added Ms. Moore's email address. When you contact Ms. Moore, please advise her of the school that you want the transcript sent to. If you already have an address, you can provide that as well. But definitely, make sure you give her that information. Don't just call and say, I want a transcript, and hang up, because she's not going to know what to do with that. And then if the college or the university that you are wanting to attend will accept a transcript via email, then you can send me that information and I can submit it to the school via email. But just keep in mind, all schools don't allow you to submit the transcripts through email, and that I do have to encrypt the email for security reasons. So some colleges are unable to open it. So if you can, and let Ms. Moore know, as soon as possible, so she can get that mailed out, and that gives it time, gives her the transcript time to go through the mail and be received in admissions. so that they can start reviewing your information. And then that's the same thing for scholarships. I know a lot of you have sent me emails this week in regards to scholarships. Just let me know. I gotta kind of find out how we're gonna do that about scholarships. You guys can't come to the school right now. So I'll let you know. I'll do a follow up with you guys through It's Learning to definitely let you know how we're going to submit those to you for the scholarships. Okay, so I did put the information on here. I send out a lot of updates through It's Learning regarding scholarships. I do post it on the Class for 2021 page, so you can access it from the link on the on the page, on the overview page, or if you're looking at just wanting to see all of the scholarships that are available at one time, you're just going to click on the resources tab, and then it's going to bring up the page with all of the scholarships, and then you do have the option to download those scholarships and complete them and then send them off. Again, when you're looking at these scholarships, please make sure you read through and make sure that you qualify for that scholarship. I would hate for you to do the work and then realize you do not qualify for it. So make sure you're paying attention to GPA, and if they are requiring certain things like SAT or ACT. I know a lot of them aren't right now, but just make sure you're reading through if it's for a male or a female, and make sure that you're just making yourself aware of what the requirements are. Then you want to submit it and make sure that all of those documents are in there. And in regards to the scholarships, in the transcript, I know sometimes it may be last minute. And of course, getting a transcript may be hard. But if you know and that you want to apply for a scholarship, and you want to go ahead and send Miss Moore that request, and you have, like, today is the 10th, and your scholarship's not due until the 26th, you can go ahead and request your transcript from Miss Moore, and then it would definitely have time to get through the mail. But if you have something that's due tomorrow, that's what I'm gonna have to get back to you on, because I just got to figure out how we're gonna get that to you and keep it secure. So definitely, like I said, if you got something coming up on the 26th, go ahead and email Miss Moore and say, Miss Moore, can you mail this to me so that I can use it for my scholarship. So I did provide a lot of different sites that you can access scholarship information on, as well as me, posting them on It's Learning. While It's Learning is good, I do want you to make sure you are checking each one of these sites to make sure that you're up to date on the most current scholarships. We don't want you to miss out on any opportunity to get free money. So make sure you're checking those sites daily. I say daily, to see if there's anything new that's been posted, and so that you can get those scholarships turned in a timely manner and definitely before the deadline. So I did put all of those links, and I've also added Georgia Futures. Now, when you go to Georgia Futures, it is going to pull up certain, when you go to Georgia Futures, I said click on the college tab and select the college, and then close to see the results. But keep in mind that a lot of these scholarships that may come up for that college is contingent upon you being accepted. So definitely, before you go and complete a scholarship you see through Georgia Futures, make sure that you have applied to that college, you've been accepted to that college. Because like I said, I don't want you guys doing extra work if it's not necessary. So that's why I put that additional information up there. And then please make sure, again, that you're checking the sites to keep up with deadlines and new scholarships. So college acceptances and scholarship awards. I sent out a link through It's Learning for for you to add your college acceptances and to put any scholarship awards that you may have received. I do have some feedback on there, but I know just from speaking with a lot of you that there are a ton of students that have not completed that form. So please take time to complete that form. It's very important. I know you will some of you send information to me, some of you send information to Ms. McGuire. But when you complete this form, It will allow you to go ahead and put everything in one place. And then we do ask that you forward the acceptance letter or take a screenshot and just email it to us so that we will have that documentation to go along with your acceptances and your scholarships. So make sure you're doing that for us. We're very proud of all the things that you are accomplishing. I mean, you guys are just going above and beyond anything that I can think of for this semester. I mean, you are really a great group of kids, and things that y'all are accomplishing, we want to share. And so make sure you're getting us that information. We could do shout outs all day from the sheer number of of students that get multiple acceptances and multiple scholarships. And we want to be able to do that, but we got to get that information from you in order to do that. So make sure you're getting that information to us as soon as possible. And that is no. So for the FAFSA, and this kind of ties directly into what I was saying about your acceptances. There are so many of you that have been accepted to multiple colleges. But I ran our FAFSA completion list, and that doesn't, it doesn't line up with what my FAFSA completion list is saying. So guys, please make sure that you have completed that FAFSA. That FAFSA is how you are eligible, how you can be eligible for free federal student aid. And so you want as much money as possible to help you and assist you with, completing your goals of attending college. So make sure you have completed that FAFSA. And I did want to give you the information for our FAFSA rep, which is Miss Carol Lott. And then that's the toll-free number to Georgia Student Finance Commission. And then there's a link about a webinar that is coming up in March. I think it's going to be March 9th that Georgia Student Finance Commission is holding in regards to FAFSA. So you do have to register through Eventbrite. So follow that link and then register through Eventbrite. And then you and your parents can go on there, ask questions about the FAFSA and maybe get help during that webinar in terms of, anything you may be stuck on. Because, FAFSA is not something that you just get in and you just, I know what I'm doing. So please take the time to go in there, look at that outreach webinar information. If you can't make the March 9th, I think they have additional dates. So just, if you or your parent goes in and takes the time, I think it will help out a lot in terms of getting that FAFSA completed. And then I also added Mrs. Lott's booking link. She does have opportunities for parents and students to sign up for 30-minute intervals. So if you feel like you need some additional help, please contact Ms. Lott through that booking link and schedule an appointment with her because we do want y'all to go ahead and get that completed as soon as possible. It does help you determine what school you may decide to go to, because once you know how much money you are eligible for in terms of federal aid and scholarships and stuff like that, it may determine the college you end up choosing to attend. So please make sure that you are doing all of that. I know it's a lot. I tell students all the time, people lie. Senior year is not an easy year. Senior year is a lot of work. So you guys get in there and do the work, and I'm sure that y'all are going to be successful. So if you have any questions, you can reach me at any time at anita.nobles, ANITA.NOBLES, and that's at sccpss.com. Or you can give me a call. I'm at the office every day. So that's pretty much all I have for you today. And so we'll just be looking for any questions that you may have.
All right. So we just put Miss Noble's email address up there. So in the event that you guys need any additional support or assistance, her information is right there for you guys so that you can ask her any questions. But we're going to take these questions that we see here in the chat. So we got a couple of questions that came up. First one came in from Jimmy. Jimmy asked, what date is graduation? We have no idea. As soon as we find out, you guys gonna be the first ones to know. I don't even think I'm gonna let it tell the staff first. I think I'm gonna tell you guys first. that you guys, when graduation is, so we can go ahead and get that information out. So we have not received that information just yet. Next question comes in. It says, do you know when the cap and gowns will arrive? I ordered mine in December. Normally, cap and gowns arrive after spring break. They normally come much closer to the end of the school year. Being as though we're in the conditions that we're in right now, we're probably going to be doing something a little bit differently to get those cap and gowns to you. That's if Herf Jones doesn't decide to send those to you guys directly. So, if those cap and gowns come to us, then we will find a safe way to distribute and make sure that everybody gets the cap and gowns that they ordered. Let's see. Somebody asked us, how's life? I guess life is good right now,
It's
Ms.
good.
Noble. How about you? All right, there it is. Easy question. Um, Next question comes up and it says, is it too late to sign up for in-person learning? I would like to complete my CNA. No, it is not too late to sign up for in-person learning. The one thing that I do ask as a part of that process is if you have your parents to send me an email. There's just some things that we need to do and some things that your parents would need to do in order for you to register for in-person learning. So please have your parents to send me an email indicating that you're interested in participating in in-person learning, and then you'll be right here with us. Now, as a reminder, in-person learning begins on February 22nd. That'll be the first day in which we'll have students back in the building with us. And then one note too is that once you sign up for in-person learning, you signed up for all 4 classes. You cannot come for in-person learning just for one course. You are signing up for in-person learning for all 4 classes. All 4, not one, not the one that you just want to go to, all 4. Okay, so I just want to make sure I emphasize that point. I think some people, may have thought they could just come from one class. Next question comes in. It says, when is the deadline and cost for senior ads? So I sent Mr. Reed a message. I've not got a response back from him on that yet, but please send him an email. It's edward.reed@sccpss.com. And I'll make sure, and I also ask him to deliver that information to me, and then we'll send it out through text and out to your parents as well. But again, you can get in contact with Mr. Reed, and he'll be able to assist you guys with that. Next question comes in. It says, is there a way to get the language seal? Yes, there is. Ms. Degadillo is our contact person for the International Skills Diploma Seal, which goes with the world languages, as well as our biliteracy seal, if you qualify for that. So please send Ms. Degadillo a message, and she'll be able to address that particular concern for you. Jimmy asks, what are the dimensions of a yearbook ad page? So if you want the whole page, then it's 8.5 by 11, just a full sheet of paper, and then half of that, and then a quarter. So those are the dimensions for the yearbook ads. And again, I'm waiting on Mr. Reed to send me a response back. If we get that back in the time that we're here, then I definitely make sure that I share that information with you. Another question comes in. It says, how can we find out the school GPA based on a 4.0 scale? So Ms. Nobles, I'll let you kind of talk about that one.
Now, if you're looking at, you can use these GPA calculators, or you can call me, which I would probably is the easiest thing to do, and I can give it to you. Otherwise, you're gonna have to calculate that thing by hand. And it's easy to do. But if you want to just give me, shoot me an email, and I'll tell you what your 4.0, what your GPA GPA is on a 4.0 scale.
And just as a note, if you need to get in contact with Ms. Nobles, her email is right there.
Yes.
It's right there. Okay, right there. So please make sure you reach out and send Ms. Nobles an email. You guys know that Ms. Nobles loves y'all.
Yes, I do.
Wakes up every morning. She can help you guys with everything that you need. So
that's right. We text on the weekend if they need something. We do what we got to do.
Right. So please reach out to Miss Nobles, and she'll definitely be able to assist you guys with that. I think Ms. Nobles, this may be the last question that we had coming in, and this comes from Aaliyah. Aaliyah says, if we need to talk about college or how to do something regarding college, how could we talk to you without being in school?
Okay, Aaliyah. So when we at the beginning of the year, and on a couple of senior check-ins, I did share my booking app information, but I will send it out again through It's Learning of how to access the booking app and schedule a meeting to discuss that type of information. So just be looking for that on It's Learning. I will add it, and then you can just go in, select a day and a time you would like to meet, and we can meet via Teams.
All right, awesome. Awesome. Well, those are all the questions that I saw there. We'll wait a few minutes to take any questions that anybody may have. But I do want to go over once again the information for seniors, um, which is our senior dues information. I know some people may have missed that at the beginning, but again, we have two packages. We have our Wolverine package one, which includes your graduation diploma, diploma case, diploma cover, the graduation ceremony, for mask, and any related expenses that we have. That is $50, and then after April 1st, that price will increase to $75, and that's because the cost of purchasing some of those additional things are going to go up because we're going to be trying to turn that around in a much faster time frame. So please, if you can, purchase those. Go ahead and purchase that in advance so we can have an accurate number. So that way you won't have to incur that late fee. Our Wolverine package two, which includes your diploma, diploma case, yearbook, T-shirt, graduation ceremony, for mask, and then any related expenses that we have associated with that. So again, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have an opportunity to go ahead and purchase these items and have everything that you would need for graduation. Now, one thing that I do want to mention is that you are going to need to order your cap and gowns separately. I know in the past we've gotten cap and gowns. Here you kind of pay for that all at one time. But the cap and gowns, you're going to need to order those through Herf Jones. So if you go to hjorder.com, you'll be able to order your cap and gown. So don't think that you gave us the $50 or the $125 and that covered your cap and gown. It does not. Cap and gown costs are going to be completely separate this year. It's going to be completely separate. So please make sure that you order those. Also, if you ordered, normally, they had a sweatshirt, so they have the invitations, and all those things. You're going to go to hjorder.com to purchase all of those items. And as a final reminder, we do plan on having an in-person graduation this year. We are planning to have an in-person graduation. So I know that's been a question that a lot of people have had. How are we going to do graduation? What is it going to look like? We're doing everything we can to make sure that we have an in-person graduation for you this year. All right. Well, that is all that I see there inside the chat. So, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we will post this on our YouTube page. You'll be able to have access to it. We'll also link it to our website and our Facebook page. So parents, I know a lot of our parents are on Facebook, our students are on YouTube, and well, students are on Instagram, and everybody else is in between. So we're going to make sure that it's available in as many platforms and in as many places as possible. So that way you guys can have all of that information. Well, with that being said, thank you guys so much. Love
Thank
you
you.
all. And I hope that you guys have a great evening. Thank you guys.